Singing can improve our mental health and our well-being. And in today's video, we're going to talk about how and why this is. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I'm Leela from Uku-Lela Therapy. I'm a board-certified music therapist and mental health counselor, and I use music and expressive arts in fun, creative, and research-based ways to help with things like mental health issues, wellness, and self-development. In today's video, we're going to go through 4 different categories and address how music can positively impact each of these categories. These 4 categories will be the mind, the body, the heart, and connection. Let's start with the mind. So overall, singing is sending messages to the brain that we're good and we're safe, because we're probably not going to be singing if there's a bear chasing us or if we're in danger. So it kind of lets our brain know that everything's okay. Also, while we're singing, our brain is releasing the neurotransmitters of endorphins, dopamine, and oxytocin, which are the neurotransmitters associated with pleasure, happiness, and bonding. So this can contribute to an improved mood and reduce stress. And that's another thing that singing can help us with, is just reducing stress. So when we're singing, our cortisol levels are lowered, and cortisol is the stress hormone. So it can help us feel more relaxed and kind of let go a little bit. Singing can also enhance cognitive function. Learning lyrics, melodies, harmonies, notes, this all stimulates different areas in our brain, including the hippocampus, which is associated with memory, and the prefrontal cortex, which is associated with decision-making and executive function. So this can improve cognitive abilities like memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. Singing can also improve communication skills. Singing requires coordination between many areas of our brain that have to do with language processing, auditory perception, and motor control. So regular singing practice can help us with communication skills of like articulation, pronunciation, and intonation. And I would say like singing regularly and being mindful and focusing on those things obviously might be more beneficial in the area than just like passive singing when you're not really focusing on what you're sounding like or the intonation or the articulation of different words. So doing things like singing lessons or watching videos on like techniques on singing and things like that can enhance those skills. And I think that this can really be helpful for maybe people who are in speech therapy or people who have trouble pronouncing certain words. If you're putting it in a song or using it as lyrics, then sometimes it can be easier to start learning how to pronounce those words. And that can actually be used a lot with kids in like music therapy programs who are also in speech therapy. The next category we're gonna go into is the body. Singing can help us improve our breathing. So when we sing, this involves breath control. We need to control our breathing. We need to take deeper breaths, and we are exhaling longer because as we're singing, we're not breathing in and out and in and out. And when you're doing that, it's kind of the same effects as taking a deep breath. It sends oxygen to our brain and helps our cognitive function and helps us feel more relaxed. Singing also can regulate our heart rate. There's actually been studies on how when you're listening to a song, our heart rate will start to match the tempo to the song. So when we're singing, the same thing might happen. Our heart rates can start to regulate and our breathing can start to regulate. There's also been some studies to suggest that singing can boost our immune systems by increasing levels of immunoglobulin, which plays a crucial role in immune function. And the next category we'll go into is the heart. Singing allows for the expression of emotions in a safe and comfortable and creative way. It can provide an outlet for processing emotions and releasing emotions, and it can be very cathartic, especially for like singing a song that we can relate to and we're singing it with other people, or if you're just alone in your car singing a song and you feel like you can just let go and not worry about what everyone's thinking about you except the guy next to you at the stoplight. It's becoming more and more apparent in us and in the research that it's really important to have healthy emotional outlets. We need to have ways to release our tension, get out these emotions that build up, and singing can be a great way of doing that. Also, if you're singing happy and upbeat songs, our mood will begin to reflect that. Again, it's the sending the messages to the brain thing. If you're singing happy, upbeat songs, our brain will go, oh, I must be happy today. I'm singing a happy song. I'm smiling. I'm using my broom as a microphone. That's fun. And the last category we'll go into is connection. Singing helps us feel connected to people. If you've ever been to a concert, if you've ever sang in a choir, you might understand that feeling of how everyone feels kind of connected. You're all there doing the same thing, singing the same songs, listening to the same music, and this can really foster social connections and a sense of belonging. And this has also been shown more and more in the research how important it is to have these things, how important it is to have social connections, to have a sense of belonging, that it actually is really important for our mental well-being. So remember when we talked about neurotransmitters being released in the brain? So singing in choirs, singing along with other people, this is when the neurotransmitter oxytocin will be released, which is the bonding hormone. This is also the hormone released when a mom and her baby are cuddling or when you're giving someone a hug. So it just makes you feel more connected to the people around you. It doesn't just have to be in choirs or groups. Like I said, it could be at concerts, you could be singing karaoke, singing in the car with friends. These are all ways that singing can help us with the feeling of connection. And one more fun fact, it's also been found that when people are singing together, their hearts start to beat together. And I just think that's really cool and really beautiful. And that's a great way to end today's video. I appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for checking this video out. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe. I post videos every Friday about mental health, expressive arts, music therapy, all that fun stuff. So if you want to see more of this content, hit subscribe below, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye.